Hi there, my name is Crystal Marsh, and I'm a career and business coach to millennials. I have 20 and 30 somethings who are stuck in jobs that they find draining and uninspiring. I help them get clarity on what they really want to do, and then I help them land their dream jobs or launch their new service-based business so they can earn more money doing work they love. So one of the things that I work on with many of my clients is creating an elevator pitch. So your elevator pitch is really important because when you're looking for a job, networking is going to be a really, really important part of the process. And also, when you go into an interview, you're going to frequently be asked something like, tell me about yourself. And your elevator pitch gives you a really clear, succinct way of answering that question that feels authentic to you and doesn't force you to think about it too much. You can just go for it and answer. So, your elevator pitch. I want to give you a really simple formula so that you can create an elevator pitch that you can use over and over again really easily. So here it is. You're going to start by saying, and these aren't the actual words you're going to be saying, but this is sort of the formula. This is the format that you're going to follow. So first I, and this is going to be sort of an explanation of where you started in this field. So, let's say that you're making a transition from marketing to sales. You're going to just start with your sales experience. You're not going to go so far into your marketing experience, or you're going to start with your transition. So first I, then I is going to be the next part. And so this is essentially what you're doing now, sort of the explanation of how you got to where you are currently. So first I, then I. And then you're going to say something that shows, here's what's great about me and my experience. And you're going to focus on what's going to be most meaningful to the person you're speaking to. So if that's a potential employer, you're going to focus on something that you have that's going to be important to them. If you're speaking to someone you're networking with, you're going to focus on what's going to matter to them. So first I, then I. Here's what's great about me and my experience. Now I. And so this is your goal. So what are you currently moving towards? If you're in an interview, this is a really great time to make sure that your goals align with what that company has to offer. And it's also a really great time to pay a compliment to your potential employer. So what I mean by that is saying something like, now my goal is to work for a company that's innovative and cutting edge like yours. Something like that. Make sure it's true. And you know what, this is where it's going to be useful for you to have already done some research on the company, to know about them, to know what they really stand for, what they value. So first I, blank. Then I, blank. Here's what's great about me and my experience. Now I, blank. So where you started from, your transition, where you are currently, the skills that you have, or your unique attributes that are going to be meaningful to the employer, and then your goal. So I'll give you an example. This is one that I used when I was still practicing law before I launched my business as a career coach. So I started my legal career at a firm, and what was really fantastic about my experience there was that I was really thrown into the fire. And right from the beginning, I had to think on my feet, and I really had to just learn how to do things as I went along. And what was really great about that is I was given more and more responsibility as I went along, because I really did learn how to do things. Now, what I'm looking for is an opportunity to work for a firm that has a reputation for really mentoring its young attorneys so that I can grow and I can learn in a more structured way. That was sort of the general idea. I haven't been practicing law for some time now, so that's pretty old, but that's the idea. First I, then I. Here's what's great about me and my experience. Now I, blank. There's your formula for an elevator pitch. I have lots more tools for you for how you can prepare for interviews, the things that you can say. So go over to my website. I'm going to link it below also. But my website's www.crystalmarshcoaching.com. I have a free guide on how you can ace your interviews. So this will give you lots more tips and tricks for, responding when you're in an interview, the way you can answer some of those tough questions. So go on over to my site, grab your guide so that you can, rock your next interview, rock your networking meetings, so that you can land a job, so that you can do work that you love.